I mean, our guys fought hard. We got up 13 on them. Give Arkansas a ton of credit for coming back down 13. We didn't take care of the ball well enough. We had way too many turnovers and gave up too many old boards. So a lot of that due to how hard Arkansas plays. They went to the offensive boards hard. They pressured us into turning it over some. But our guys showed a lot of resolve. We got down after being up 13, and Noah scored 2 go-ahead buckets. Noah was huge for us late in the game. He didn't shoot the three particularly well tonight, but he did a great job finishing at the rim. He played really hard. I really happy for him. Just, and we got plenty of stuff to improve on, but that's a big win. That was the hottest team in the SEC. They'd won 9 straight. They're playing great basketball. Thought our guys did a pretty good job on J.D. Note. We were obviously helped out by his foul trouble and them not playing much in the first half, but we did a pretty good job on him. And defensively, our first shot defense was great. We got to do a better job rebounding the ball defensively. We're going to have to do better job on Wednesday. Obviously, had issues with them before.
Thanks, Coach. Start front right. Charlie, go.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned the turnovers, which were a season high. Just how do you try to clean those up moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, our guys got to play with some more confidence. Some of them were just playing scared almost, which I don't get. We want our guys playing aggressive, attacking downhill. Some of them were just careless. Some of them were outlets. And it's our 2 point guards had 6 and 5 each, but they're Shackelford had 5 himself, and he's got to do a better job with that. And then you look at some of our Jason and Charles 2 each, Noah with 4. I mean, there's too many guys turning the ball over that we're not asking to be primary playmakers. There's no reason for it. Now they took a lot of charges. They play hard. They got deflections, but this, if it had been 15, it'd been a whole different game. But 24 is way too many for high-level, skilled basketball players to have.
Yeah, over the course of the season, how have you seen your team grow in its ability to handle kind of adverse situations and just tough moments and kind of mature in that way?
We needed to get some stops late. Thought we had a couple different lineups in there and got them. I think before some guys would have quit playing hard with the struggles they had offensively with missing shots and turning the ball over like we did. I thought, JD and JQ were both in there, different possessions late in the game to get stops, and they both struggled a little bit with the turnovers, and they kept playing hard. So I think we've seen some growth in that area where guys continue to play hard even if they're having a poor offensive game.
Coach, I had a 2-part question. First, with Noah Gurley, his decisiveness was really, I thought, a big thing late. He both the 2 post moves he made, no hesitation. He scored the ball. And then 2, he didn't play as much tonight, but he played a lot against Ole Miss. Talk about Juson Holt's development a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Jason's been playing much harder in practice. I think his attitude's been really good. He's a shooter. He hasn't been able to, make a ton of shots, but he made the 1 big 3 today. We want him to shoot it when he's open. He had the turnover. I'd just rather have him shoot the ball. If he's open, he's a shooter, shoot the ball. But, he's made tough plays. He mixes it up on D, gets in and rebounds the ball. With Darius being injured and out some games, Jason got a chance. He took advantage of his chance, and now, he's in the rotation and playing more. So, we had a fairly deep rotation. We've been playing 10 guys. Thought Rojas in his limited minutes was really good. He played 9 minutes, scored 8 points, had 4 rebounds. He was huge. But, some of those guys that maybe aren't playing a ton of minutes can still help us tremendously. Whether it's Jawan, Jason, Rojas, they just got to come in and play really hard in their minutes.
Nate, getting back to Gurley there at the end, with him down in the painted area, attacking Williams like he did, using his body to shoulder to get a little separation and finishing like he did. Is that something you might go to again in the future?
Yeah, I mean, we like to go at it with some switches, not as much as we did last year. Last year we went at it with Herb all the time. Not as many teams have switched us with him, but he's just been in foul trouble so much of the year. It's hard to, and sometimes he goes to the back down and kid flops and it's a charge, and, he gets a little less aggressive. I thought he was great tonight. And we've always known he was good at it at Furman. He's been good at it in practice. He's been our one guy that we feel like we can do that with. pretty consistently, and he's also a good passer out of it. So yeah, he went right at Williams, who's their starting center, and scored it right on him. So I definitely think it's something we got to look at more, especially when he's playing the 4 with Charles, and even with the 5. I mean, Williams is one of the better centers in this league.
It's some more math for you. I think you guys started 6 for 11 3-point shooting, then missed maybe 17 of the next 18. Do you adjust? You try to emphasize the inside game more at that point, or?
Well, yeah. What happened was, with the way they play pick and rolls, Williams is dropped all the way back. Our guards are coming off ball screens and just firing. We're getting a bunch of non-assisted field goal attempts. Well, our non-assisted field goal attempt percentage is usually pretty low unless they're drive-bys at the rim, like Quinterly getting to the rim or JD or Shaq. So we're taking way too many off the dribble unassisted threes based on their coverage, and we weren't making them. So we told our guys, like, let's get back to playing the way we played, despite what their coverage in the pick and roll is. We can still move the ball, get collapse the defense a little bit, get our 5-man screening off the ball a little bit more to get some guys open off the ball. Now, I thought we had some guys open off the ball, and we just missed some shots too. But, yeah, we've got to be able to what did you say? We were 1 for 6 to start, or what were we to start the game? 6 for 11. So then we were 1 for the next 18. Not very good.
Back-to-back games with double-digit points for J.D. Davison. Just what is your assessment of his play tonight, and how important is he to y'all's success moving forward?
I mean, it's huge. I mean, we need to, Quinterly's struggled at times this year. I think Quinterly's when he's on and he's mentally locked in and he's playing with confidence, he's maybe the best point guard in the country. But, sometimes he's not. Tonight was one of those nights. I thought maybe he got shook a little bit. He had a few too many turnovers. I didn't think he was aggressive enough. And JD, you can definitely play the two of them together because they can both make shots. But, JD was good. He, attacked downhill. He was aggressive. He's a bigger guard that, Likes couldn't really handle his size. They took Likes off him, put Likes on Keon Ellis for some matchup stuff. So, the teams know he's bigger. He's a little more physical. He can come downhill. He's a little bit different. Maybe not as shifty as JQ, but he's a big, strong, physical guard. And he's been, he went 2 for 2 last game from 3. He's 1 of 3 tonight. So the last 3 games, he's 3 of 5. He's shooting the ball well enough where teams got to be honest with him.